Max. One hand. Max. Like that. Max. Yeah. Give some charisma, guys. Yeah. Charisma maxing. So overall, I'm on the snowman reaction today. I was looking at charisma maxing, guys, after they break out of the course and good times. But first thing though, I want to point out, Daisuke-san. So earlier today, guys, I actually watched, of course, Bleach, episode 44, right? And when I watched anime, I watched them on TV, right? On TV Tokyo. And during the commercial break, it was Daisuke-san doing a commercial, and I, of course, I record my own, reaction every night. So I managed to record this commercial break with him. That's why I pointed out. It's just kind of funny because I was like, man, I recognize this, man. But as I mentioned, right, today I want to do charisma maxing. That kind of reminds me of Breakout, right? Which, of course, I have to see the movie with the rule. I know. This one here is like cool bodyguards, right? And the reason I want to make this one today, because I kind of probably mentioned it, but I'm really into all the Like a Dragon, the Yakuza, those kind of shows, right? My favorite manga as a kid was Great Teacher Onizuka, right? I love Onizuka. I love it so much, man. It's in my top 10 animes. I read it so many times, man. It's just so I love this kind of the stuff, right? That's why I kind of buy this shirt or so on. So I like that. So I want to check out Charisma Maxing. So let's get in. Okay, let's go. That's Shibuya, maybe, right? I think it's Shibuya.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I am ready. Okay, immediately they are a bunch of pretty boys, right? Yeah, they're a bunch of Bishonen. But like I said, right, when I was recommending to check out Breakout, and I saw that Raoul is playing the main character in this manga live action, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna check it out. But of course, all the guys are like, the perfect cool bodyguards. Bodyguard, shopkeeper. I'm going to learn this thing, okay? I mean, I have to read it a few times, but I think I feel how it works. Go to have this, go here, this thing. Yeah, I think I got it, okay? I think I got it. Okay? Yeah. Crazy man. This is like old, G-san, old man exercise, Yeah. Oh, bored at the office. Okay, one thing that I've seen, because I've seen, a few thousand now Japanese music videos. No, nobody knows here. I've seen a few hundred of this with this team, right? And that's the whole idea of how terrible it is, right, to live and work at this like office lady kind of job, yeah, something like that. A side note, I think the manga and anime Zoom 100, right, with the zombie anime and so on, that one is probably the best to explain this thing, because it is kind of like, you get stuck in this route, right, and working at the office, and you sit there and you're bored and so on. And actually, I have a long own experience of this. And it was saved by some pretty boys. Yeah. I did a funny video, yeah. Oh,
number one.
Yeah, that's Shibuya definitely now. Yeah, I was thinking about Shibuya. I was thinking about Shibuya earlier too, but definitely Shibuya.
Crazy man. Crazy woman. Crazy man. CHARISMAX.
Very CHARISMAX. Absolutely. Way better than look maxing. Yeah, I always find it kind of funny as a side note here, right? To have this concept of look maxing, which is like you have to look as pretty as possible, right? But I think any real guy, so the ladies, knows that charisma maxing is way better, right? Where you just have 20 charisma and you can, you know, just persuade the animal with anything, right? You know. Okay, that was a fun video. No, I want to do the dance, right? I feel I do know the dance style. I can do it. I can do it. Okay. Max. One hand. Okay. Max. Like that. Max.
Crazy man.
I think I do it, man, because my charisma is freaking max, but my charisma is max, right? No, but I think that message actually makes a lot of sense, right? I kind of always say it kind of jokingly when you see this look maxing people, right? I kind of like, oh, I have to look beautiful. And of course, I am 10 out of 10 pretty. I am so beshonen. Honestly, though, honestly, guys, honestly, all jokes aside, I was so beshonen when I was young, okay? All the girls liked me, okay? Because I have very long eyelashes, right? Beautiful blue eyes. No, but seriously, my eyelashes still are, but especially when I was like 14, 15, I have very, very long eyelashes. I have like to double the double the length of eyelashes that a normal average man has, right? And I'm quite tall, you know. I'm not as tall as my man rule, but I'm pretty tall, right? You know, blue eyes and so on, right? You know, beautiful Swedish man. Of course, I grew up in Sweden though, so they're from Swiss. But yeah, I was very beshonen, okay? I was very beshonen, but I was young, okay? I was very, very beshonen. I would definitely be in a boy band if I grew up in Japan. Now, but in all seriousness though, yeah, charisma maxing is a much better, you know, message, right? Than something like look maxing, right? And of course, it is somewhat about what you're wearing, cool clothes, you know, cool glasses, whatever, right? Obviously, my shirt here is a little cool, right? I quite like it. Had it for a while. I bought it pretty expensively back in the days, right? So you need to have a little bit, you know, maximizing that, right? But it's still all about, you know, the combination, right, of your personality, your persuasions, right? How you talk, how you're funny, right? I mean, obviously, I am maximized charisma, you know. If anything, I am radiating charisma, I'm sure of it. But let's keep going in the video a bit. But I'm radiating it. But yeah, baseball, right? Ja, det är sån. Yeah, this, of course, as I saw earlier here, it's a very classic Japanese thing, right? That you have like training, exercise for old people, and even in the office and so on. Right? And honestly, I just want to point out, I think that's a great thing in Japan. I don't really get why other companies don't really do it that much, you know, overall in culture. Like, why couldn't all the companies just do like, oh, morning exercise, everyone has to do 20 push-ups or whatever? Like, why not? I mean, really, right? And the way we could, I mean, I'm just gonna be really, I think that should be in every country. I think every goddamn country should be like, everyone needs to do some exercise when you get to New York. And to make it, you know, not be that it costs you too much money or whatever, right? Because if everyone has to do it like on their own free time, people won't do it, right? So you have to do it at work, right? And of course, it's paid by the, you know, your hours or whatever. Yeah, I think everyone should do that. Like, I'm dead serious. I think everyone should come into the office and have to do like 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 of these, whatever, right? Baseball is, of course, very popular in Japan. This here is called brännboll. This is Swedish baseball. I just find it kind of funny because brännboll is very popular in Sweden, but we refuse to play baseball. But the thing is that, I'm sorry, Swedes, but this is an inferior version of baseball. The difference is that you are not playing with the pitcher. In brännboll instead, you take the ball and you throw it up by yourself. And then you hit it away. But you don't actually just throw it at that. It's to yourself. No one is pitching it to you. Otherwise, the same thing. People throw around the ball, right? You have people out on the field. You have to do a home run or whatever. more or less. There's some other extra rules, but more, that's the difference really. There's no pitcher. So it's just like a less interesting baseball because it's easy to hit the ball. So it's very, very strange. It's very, very popular, but we just completely refuse to play baseball. And I said as kid, like, isn't baseball way better because of this? Like, nope. it's a side note, but it's a Swedish thing. It's very, very strange. But anyway, try to just give some, yeah, give some charisma, guys. Yeah. I feel like I know the dance now, guys. I feel like I know the dance now. You know. I mastered this. I mastered this. I mean, it's a nice video. As I said, right, I think charisma is much more important than, you know, look maxing or whatever, right? It's all about that feeling, the vibes, right? I always say this jokingly, but I only play sorcerer and bard and so on in D&D games, right? Because I'm always getting 20 charisma. I was max charisma, guys. But in all seriousness, I do find that if there's one thing I would define myself as is charisma and also intellectual, but mostly charisma, because I have a tendency, I'm known for this at work and so on, I have a tendency to kind of be that icebreaker guy. I can just go anywhere, right? I fly off at work, I can just enter some random bar and be like, hey guys, you know me, you know? I don't know, but I think it is, I have thought about this for so many years, because I have given lectures at the university when it comes to different personality types, right? Extrovert, and so on. And I think that the way I define myself then, and when I explain, is that I just look at everyone as equals in that sense. Or just that I have no fear, kinda. It's like if I meet the king, you know, I'm still like, hey bro, Coogan, you know, Knugan. Yeah, like I don't really care that much. I'm immune to caring about ranks or whatever. And in that sense, I'm very, I suppose, non-Japanese, right? And very Swedish. Because in Sweden, everything is very flat, right? So I think that when I'm in America or whatever, I'm very good at just talking to the general. Be like, hey bro, you know, and I just treat everyone like that. And I think that is why it kind of works. Sideline, that I'm just kind of like the class clown, always making jokes or whatever. And I just kind of get by or something. I don't know. But I think it's like that, and just having this incredible, I suppose, self-confidence, never really caring what anyone thinks about me. Something like that, you know. I walk my own path, you know, and I recommend you guys do it too, you know what I mean? It's something like that. You gotta have the feeling inside of you guys. That's my recommendation. But anyway, guys, let me subscribe, slap button, of course, in the comment below, you know, recommend some more Snowman songs, or some more bands for that matter, right? But like I said earlier, I think the next one will probably be, of course, then Bang, right? It's like come out of days. But anyways, you guys can have a great day.